Hello and welcome to the 80s-est, the podcast that uses your votes to determine the most totally 80s thing since Siskel and Ebert gave thumbs up and thumbs down to films back in the 1980s. In Cleveland, Ohio, I'm 80s film aficionado Keith Marsteller.
And in Seattle, Washington, I'm Joe Walk, a connoisseur of fine 80s cinema.
And this season, we're
at the movies.
Hey, Joe, welcome back. It's season 4, episode 25. And
the Big 25.
Yeah, getting excited about this one because, well, we get to make fun of a really bad movie today, and that's always fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The prep for this one was not a good time.
Joe, I'll go further. It was the opposite of a good time, and that's saying the least, you know?
Having to sit through this movie.
Oh, just like complete torture from beginning to end.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's tell the audience what our matchup is for this week, if you don't mind.
All right. Well, folks, in the Red Dawn region, we're down to number 7 versus number 10. Our 7 seed, a little movie called Gremlins, and our 10 seed, oh boy, it's a huge hit from 1982 called Porky's.
Christ, yeah. It's a real movie. It did exist. All right. We have a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings on these films. Let's get to the hard numbers, though, not our opinion, the box office report.
Yes.
We're not just doing this for money. We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Keith, our number 7 seed Gremlins was released June 8th, 1984. It was directed by Joe Dante, and it was produced by Mr. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
This was a pretty sizable hit. It was the number 4 box office ranked movie in 1984. Made on a tiny $11 million budget, but it grossed $153 million domestically. Massive.
Insane. Yeah.
Massive profit. And that is from a movie, folks, it opened the same weekend as Ghostbusters, so this thing had legs.
Right. How the hell did it pull those numbers going up against Ghostbusters? It's insane.
I mean, it was a 1-2 supernatural punch on June 8th, 1984, folks.
And it's a fucking Christmas movie opening in June. That's the other part.
It depends on how you look at things.
I suppose.
This thing had no Oscar nominations, but it was nominated for 9 Saturn Awards. That's a sci-fi award, and it had 5 wins, including Best Horror Film, Best Director, and Best Special Effects.
Oh, those special effects.
They're pretty special, Keith.
All right. Meanwhile, Porky's was released March 19th, 1982. I was still 11 years old. It was directed by Bob Clark. And in 1982, Porky's was the number 5 film of that year. So,
yeah,
in terms of comparison, number 4 and a number 5 of a year, I am blown away by the fact it was this popular. I did not realize it was this popular. It was made. You want to think $11 million? Gremlins was a small budget. Porky's was made on a $2.5 million budget.
Practically nothing, Keith.
In those days, domestically, this thing grossed $105 million, $102.5 million profit. One of the most profitable films on a per dollar basis of the entire decade.
Wow.
This was not nominated for an Oscar nor a Razzie somehow. I honestly don't know how it... But did the Razzies not exist yet? Maybe?
I mean, I think they did.
Yeah, I think
because
they did.
Weren't they inspired by Xanadu? I think they...
Oh, right. They existed. It would have been like their second year, I guess.
Right.
And now the director, Bob Clark, somehow turned around the next year and made a Christmas Story.
Yeah.
my opinion, the most unlikely directorial double feature in cinematic history. But
agreed.
Maybe someone can give me another less likely one in the comments. All right. Anyway, Joe, we've got 2 iconic scenes. I haven't told you what either of them is.
I have a guess, at least the first one, I think.
All right. Take a guess at what you think the iconic scene for Gremlins would be.
And folks, I could be wrong here.
You could be wrong.
I don't know. I'm just swing in the dark.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're going to hear in some form the rules being laid out for what you do and do not do with a mogwai.
That's it. The rules are laid out 3 different times in the film. Yeah. Once from the kid to the dad who's buying mogwai. Another time from the dad to his own kid.
Yeah.
And a third time from that kid to his inexplicably young friend, played by Corey Feldman.
It's kind of like Do You Hear What I Hear, right? It's that same kind of information repeated down the levels. Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. So I chose this version of the rules being given out. Here we go.
No.
What happened?
He hates bright lights. You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys, and they're really important. Number 1, he hates bright lights. We know that. But you got to keep him out of the sunlight. Sunlight will kill him. Number 2, keep him away from water. Don't give him any water to drink. And whatever you do, don't give him a bath. And probably the most important thing, don't ever feed him after midnight.
Now, we can get into the specificity of that because we're always either, after midnight by some amount.
That's right. That's right.
Don't feed him between midnight and sunrise might have been a better rule or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as cool, right?
I suppose so. That was
Don't feed him after midnight.
Everyone knew about
until,
that.
Of course, 6 o'clock in the morning hits, and then you're fine.
Now, Joe, let's see if you can go 2 for 2. Can you guess what iconic scene I pulled for Porky's?
Well, all right. So here's back in the day when there were commercials for this on TV.
Yeah,
they hinted at they put the sex comedy stuff front and center. I'm gonna guess he went with like a spying in the shower scene, maybe.
Let's find out.
What's going on?
Tommy, hey, hold still, man. She's coming for it.
Are you kidding me?
She's drooling. Hi, I'm Polly the penis, and I just love to have fun.
Hold still, man. She's coming for it.
Oh boy, she really wants you.
Here she comes. She's almost got it. She's almost got it. She's got it. Hey, this broad is really hot. Hang in there, buddy.
All right. You know what? I had 30 more seconds of it, but I'm fading it out. So
thank you. Thank you for that.
It is this shower scene where the gym teacher, grabs the guy's male member that's sticking out through the peephole and refuses to let go of it. In fact, tugs on it in a way that I think would have detached it if they did that in real life.
She braced her leg on the wall. And pulled with all her might. That would have...
Hard to choose an iconic scene from that, but that's the one I think everyone knows. Anyone that knows something about Porky's knows about that scene. All right. Well, let's find out why the goddamn Porky's is here at all, Joe, as we check whose fault this is.
The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT, California. My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
It is his fault he didn't lock the garage.
Keith, our number 7 seed Gremlins is our number 27 overall seed.
Okay.
And the audience, our listing audience, our voters out there, rated this a little bit higher than we did. You had it number 32, so you were close. I had it number 48, so I was a little bit further off, but
still in the
definitely
ballpark.
More love from the audience than from us.
But we both wanted it in here, so we got our wish.
Yeah.
And the audience really wanted it in here, and so here we are. I think if you and I had gotten our way, Gremlins would be like a 9 or something, maybe, or even a 10. But a 7, pretty close.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you and I agree on this, on Porky's, and the audience is the one with the bad decision making here, Joe, because
terrible taste, audience. Y'all have terrible taste.
Porky's is our 10th overall seed in this region. It is the 38th overall seed. It is somehow just outside the top half of these films. I don't know. I ranked it
69, dudes!
And you ranked it 75th.
Yeah.
So I had it close to making the field. I disagree with that ranking now. I might put it down at like 115 if I.
That's where it belongs, man.
But you got it at 75. So our votes were way overruled by a tidal wave of support for Porky's.
Yeah.
And we will give our ideas, I guess, about why.
Yeah.
That might have happened when we get to the discussion. Well, let's not keep the suspense going any longer. Let's find out what Siskel and Ebert and Joe and Keith think about these films. Here we go.
The first time I didn't feel it, but this time I feel it, and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
So let's talk about Gremlins first. Both of these movies, by the way, you can see their reviews online if you want to seek out their video. Here's what they said. Basically, let's start with actually Roger Ebert this time. He said, I liked it. I liked that they were trying to do something more than make another cute little animal movie. He said, he found it to be a satisfying satire, and he said that kind of satire was really interesting. Satire on like consumerism and modern culture. Gene Siskel said, I liked it too. He said, maybe I have a sick sense of humor. He said it's not a namby-pamby little film, and then he wanted to make sure parents knew that. This is my favorite quote here. He said, it's like a Norman Rockwell painting, only there's blood on the turkey.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Joe,
I get that.
Did you see this film back in the 1980s?
Keith, this was my first time seeing Gremlins. I had not seen it before this.
All right. Knowing that you don't have the quote-unquote special sauce in your brain of a teenager that saw this when he was 13, how did you feel about your first viewing of Gremlins?
I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I tried to get, because we have met my wife is more familiar with the movie than I was. She was shocked that I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And we've discussed it through the years. And I told my oldest that I was going to watch it, and he said he didn't want to watch it with me because it's a Christmas movie. He just wanted to watch it at Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
And you know what? I like this. This is one that I would add to my yearly Christmas watching.
Oh, great. Okay. Add it to the rotation. And but of course, it did not have much importance to you if you had not ever seen it. And your rewatchability, having seen it only once, you're going to add it to your list. So I guess rewatchability is decent.
Now, have you seen this?
All right. So I was pretty sure I had seen this on VHS with friends. And I had up to a certain point, and then I realized I did not know what was going to happen next or how it was going to end. And so I think, as embarrassing as it is, I think I fell asleep during watching it at a friend's house on VHS.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to someone who was steeped in the Evil Dead movies and familiar with Faces of Death and such. This is pretty tame.
This is pretty light on the violence. A lot of the violence
really
is implied if shown. And some of the violence that is in there is pretty cartoonish to me, but
Common Sense Media rates this safe for 11-year-olds.
Oh, there you go. Wow, that's cool. Thanks for looking that up. So I liked it, and I always, we always talk about the 3 rules, that we. Yeah. But yeah, I had not remembered how over the top ridiculous it gets. But yeah, I think I have a soft spot for it. I don't think it's the greatest thing in cinema. But yeah, I definitely don't dislike it. Maybe it was because of what I had to compare it to, Joe. Tell me about Siskel, Ebert, and Porky's.
Okay. So both Siskel and Ebert were not fans of this. Gene Siskel said, "What does this movie consist of?" Racist jokes.
Yeah.
Jokes about fat people. Men peering through holes in walls at women taking showers, exploding prophylactics. He said, that may be an all-American lineup, but this film is excruciating to sit through because the jokes are so predictable, so drawn out, and in many cases so leering and offensive. I must say, I didn't laugh once at Porky's.
Nice.
There you go. Now, Roger Ebert said I also don't recommend the movie, but I did laugh more than you. He said, I think what it didn't have was that Antarctic comic spark you have to have if you want to get away with bad taste. He kind of brings up Mel Brooks' movies and Animal House. He said that deal with material that is just as vulgar as Porky's, but they redeem it because they're funny.
Yeah.
In summer, so Gene liked it less. I thought it was a cross between idiocy and bad taste. I love that quote. So criticisms that I absolutely agree with. They did not like this movie.
Yeah. So it's pretty clear neither of us liked this movie. Did you see it back then?
I thought that I had.
Yeah.
Because I have a clear... I mean, I remember the trailers vividly.
Yeah.
Because they were all over TV. And I remembered the bit in the opening when the lead guy wakes up with a boner and then flips over when someone comes in and, like, impales himself on the mattress or whatever. But then after that, I didn't really remember much of it at all.
That's fucked up. Yeah. I had this same experience. I thought I had seen it until I started watching it. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is a period piece? It's the 50s? I did not remember that. I only really remembered the shower scene, and I don't know where I would have seen that because, of course, we didn't have YouTube.
Right.
I wouldn't have just gone over to somebody's house to watch that one scene.
Right.
But somehow, parts of it made it into the popular culture somehow. But I definitely did not know what the hell was going to happen in this film. It was unfamiliar to me. And I disliked it a lot. It was terrible.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I mean, it's possible that I did see this and it just left literally no impression on me.
Okay.
But I don't know. I really can't explain it.
Yeah, so it's a no from me, dog, and has no importance to either of us. I don't think either of us will ever rewatch it.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yes. All right, well, there you go. That is where we stand on that one.
And by the way, occasionally people will put in the comments, "Oh, I haven't seen it. Maybe I should go back and rewatch that." Folks, don't rewatch this.
It's a hard no.
Don't watch this.
Yeah.
Avoid it, like herpes.
There we go. I would agree. I'd agree with that caution.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the discussion and figure out who we're going to vote for. Here we go.
I thought about this quite a bit, sir. I don't want to sell anything, buy anything, or process anything as a career. I don't want to sell anything bought or processed, or buy anything sold or processed, or process anything sold, bought.
So, let's talk about Gremlins. Here's what happens in Gremlins. Billy Peltzer receives a mysterious creature called a mogwai as a Christmas gift from his inventor father, with 3 strict rules attached. He accidentally breaks 2 of the rules. The small town of Kingston Falls immediately suffers.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Porky's is the story of a group of teenage boys at Angel Beach High School in 1954, Florida. And they decide to visit Porky's, a local strip club run by a corrupt sheriff's brother. Now, they through a series of events, they are publicly humiliated when trying to get laid, and they're thrown into a swamp by Porky. And the rest of the film basically is them trying to get revenge, and then several unrelated kind of sex-related skits along the way. And that are not really held together by any plot.
No.
And hope you like racism and anti-Semitism. So there you go. That is the which, okay, let's talk about that. Yes, that is a true part of that decade, I guess.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, hey, let's talk about the racism in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Or, hey, we're gonna really, deal with anti-Semitism.
They just had like one character who was just super, super racist and anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And
but he's one of our heroes.
And the guys, they recognize these things about him, but God damn it, he's their friend.
That's right.
I think they explain that to
the Jewish guy.
The Jewish guy
who gets in a fight with this racist friend.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, yeah, he's our friend though. He's a good guy.
And look, I don't remember anyone's name except Pee-wee. There's a bunch of dudes. There's Pee-wee.
There's a Tommy and a Timmy and a
Jimmy,
Bobby,
and
I think, and a
Bobby
Boner and there's Meat.
There's Meat, the big guy. There's Pee-wee, the little guy. And then there's like 5 or 6 medium-sized guys who are all...
Is there a Mickey in there?
There might be. They're pretty interchangeable for me. Like
They really fucking are,
except there's the one racist guy, and then there's a bunch of other guys,
Right.
And yeah, it's not a well-made film. It's not lit very well. It's not shot very well. It's,
So,
and there's not even that much nudity in it.
No, I mean, not. There's like, if you compare it to, Hot Dog the movie.
Yeah,
I put the title of that movie out of my head.
Thanks.
I had to really
Hot Dog the movie wins 10 to 1.
Yeah,
there's way more nudity in Hot Dog.
Right.
Yeah.
So if that's what you were looking for,
go watch Hot Dog,
which is
at least
So to me, right, this movie, right, right. So my dad, who I loved dearly,
so did I.
I love him.
Yeah.
His sense of humor was formed by his childhood in the 1950s and early 60s, and there was stuff that he thought it was very funny to burp and say, "Oh, did I get any on you?" Right?
Oh, okay. yes. Right. That would have made this film better.
It was one of those jokes that like it's a 1950s high school joke.
Yeah, I get you.
Or middle school joke. And again, love my dad. He was very, very funny. This is just one of those areas of his sense of humor that I was like, really? Anyway, this whole movie is that.
Yeah.
This whole movie is things that Bob Clark and whoever wrote this with him thought was funny in high school in the 1950s, feature length.
Yeah.
And Siskel and Ebert were both absolutely right about the fact that the jokes are so drawn out.
Yeah.
And there's no sense of fucking comedic timing in this at all.
Not at all.
That dick pulling scene goes on for like 2 minutes.
It's 3.5. I cut it down to
Jesus.
1.5, and then I faded part of that out because it's just.
But like once she's got his dick,
it just
in her
keeps
hand,
going.
It just keeps going, and his friends are just sitting there,
and then they
laughing.
Leave. Yeah.
And
that's
everything
followed
is
up
like that.
That's followed up by a scene where she talks to the school board and wants to have him put in a penis lineup
Yeah, and that scene goes on forever.
That scene goes on for like 7 minutes. And they keep hitting that same joke.
Yeah.
That she wants to see his dick. And like, if you laughed at it the first time, I promise you weren't laughing at it second, third, fourth, fifth.
No, wincing. You were wincing at it.
And can we talk about the lack of creativity in naming the gym teacher Ball Bricker? Like, that's a common name, right? Like,
yeah.
There wasn't even an attempt at making it
it's sub Mad Magazine level.
Yeah.
Funny
like
naming.
Didn't even try to make a cute little zinger or like a little pun. They just took what they wanted to call her and changed a letter in it, like.
Another question is, are we supposed to be cheering for Pee-wee to lose his virginity or whatever, get laid if he's not a virgin?
Yeah,
are we supposed to be like invested in that?
I think that we're supposed to be. I wasn't. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, God, you're pathetic.
Yes.
I mean, and all of his friends thought he was pathetic.
There's all kinds of creepy stuff happening throughout the entire film.
So much creepy shit.
It's just... So, I went into it thinking like, oh, you know what? I don't really remember this. Maybe it'll be funny. It'll probably be cringy like Hot Dog the movie, but at least there'll be, a couple of fun jokes in there and like probably a lot of nudity. And then I was like, where is the nudity?
Yeah.
Just there's that one scene in the showers.
Yeah.
The scene with Kim Cattrall's character is not real nudity, really.
No, everything's pretty well hidden there. But let's talk about that, because her character, her whole thing, is that she's loud when she has sex.
Somehow everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Even though she appears to have never had sex, because her character's...
But apparently, I mean, she has to have, because
everyone
the two
knows.
Coaches are talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one coach is telling the younger coach all about it, and why she's called Lassie, which fucking
right. It's just not. You could, if you wanted to make that joke, you could have made it funny somehow, probably, but they didn't.
I suppose, but they make it 18 times, and none of them are funny.
Then the scene where she is, I guess, orgasming goes on again. They just play the joke out for like a 3-minute scene.
Yeah,
where she's just and doing some
everyone
cartoonish
and
howling.
like the whole school can hear it, and it's like. You know that they wouldn't just be like shrugging their shoulders and continuing to dribble the basketball.
Right.
It's,
Anyway, it's a why did this film make so much money, do you think?
I have no idea,
because
man.
It's the year. The year is so similar to Hot Dog.
Yeah.
And so it's not the nudity. They could have watched Hot Dog.
Right.
The peephole thing, maybe they started that trope, but then it appeared in so many other films. I read a lot of places saying that this is the movie that jump-started the sex comedy craze of the 80s.
Maybe. I don't know.
And
but
as much as I hate some of the other films in this category, they're better than this film.
So I have a very, very clear memory of this movie playing forever at the Twin Cinemas in Alliance.
Just kept staying.
Like months and months and months. I remember driving by, Porky's still on. Okay. It felt like and it felt like it lasted a whole year there. It didn't.
There could be a thing where you and I not seeing it didn't get, maybe it's possible that a 12-year-old listener of ours, someone who was 12 at the time, saw it, and it was like the first time they saw nudity, and the dumb jokes landed on a 12-year-old. Okay, I don't know, but it sure didn't work on us right now for sure.
I think the commercials were cut well, because in the commercials you're not getting a full 3 minutes of the joke.
Yeah, right.
The commercial, you're getting just like a few seconds of it, and so maybe I feel like the commercials did a huge fucking favor.
Because, it's like they didn't have enough material to fill the time, so they just stretched it.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's talk about the ending, right?
Oh yeah.
So they destroy
their revenge fantasy comes true, right?
They literally destroy the building.
They pull it off of its pillars, its piers.
Yeah.
And pull the entire building into a swamp.
Yeah, it's destroyed.
It collapses. It is wholly and completely irretrievably destroyed. A total loss.
To me, it seems like a little overreaction to getting thrown out of a club.
Yeah, yes.
Granted, Porky was...
They took $100 from these kids, right?
Yeah.
And they destroyed several $100,000 business.
They destroyed a thriving local business. But then Porky and his goons chase them back
to the
across the county line, right? And here's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah.
When they get back there, their entire high school and town authorities are there,
and marching band
are there to welcome them back and cheer them on,
as though they had sponsored the raid that they didn't know or couldn't possibly have known was happening.
Right.
Unless we
what the
missed
fuck were they doing there?
A line that we just threw away because we were cooking or doing something else just to try to get through this film. Unless we missed a line where one of the 6 kind of similar dudes says, I'm going to go rally the entire city to welcome us. And we just, it flew by us.
I don't think I missed that plot.
But yeah, how did they, or maybe it got edited out. Like maybe that piece was in there and they cut it for time.
Or maybe when Bob Clark or whoever wrote this movie in high school, they're like, oh, what's going to happen? They're going to welcome me. You're going to get a hero's welcome after I blow up the whorehouse. I'm going to just be marching band for me.
It seems impossible that nobody would be injured in that building collapse, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Literally, again, it was pulled down. So the one sex worker that was standing there in the doorway as the building was pulled down around her, that to me is some of the worst acting we've seen in this entire process so far. And we've seen Purple Rain.
Joe, you've just given me a great idea for after we finish the first round.
Yeah.
We should give out our own awards. For best and worst. Our own Razzies, our own Oscars for the 64 films we'll have just finished watching in a few weeks here.
I love that idea. Did that woman stick in your head? Did she?
I mean, yeah, that's awful acting. Yeah.
Because she's just standing there in her bra and panties.
Yeah.
Just kind of like squirming.
Squirming. Yeah, that's a good word.
Squirming. Yeah. Like
while
she's
on her
scared.
feet though.
Yeah. But like not moving any place because they clearly said you're
move.
So scared you're not going to move, and so she just kind of shimmied.
It's almost like me in 8th grade when I tried to dance at a high school dance for the first time. Like my feet were stuck to the floor,
right?
And I kind of The listeners can't see us on our Zoom call.
You were doing kind of a quasi Axl Rose.
I've been walking the streets tonight. Anyway, yes.
There you go. But it's Axl Rose from the waist up. Donald Trump from the waist down.
Oh Christ! Yes, it's that level of dancing ability.
Yeah. But
anyway,
I mean, I'm sorry. It's in a movie full of shitty performances. That one just took the cake for me.
Yeah, and the 80s-ness of it. It's not even a question that it's barely there.
When we get into Pillars, we'll talk all about that. But I mean, this is a period film.
So
set in the 50s.
I would not look for this to advance, folks. Spoiler, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's talk about Gremlins for a second. What do you got?
It's in the bracket.
It's in the bracket,
and it's a lot higher than you and I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So there are fans out there. Someone in our listening audience,
I'm guessing,
is a fucking Porky's
Denny's
fan.
Mom's boyfriend, took him to this film. He has a soft spot for it. Explain it to us, man. It's okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
if you upvoted this, tell me why.
If you saw this as a kid and it was like the first time you saw nudity, cool. Just let us know, because I'm at a loss on this one. Anyway. All right,
Okay.
Joe, let's give Gremlins a few minutes here before we hit the pillars, but
Sure.
I've done a little bit of research into Gremlins.
Okay.
Everything I can find says this is the first instance of the use of a microwave to kill anything in cinematic history.
Oh, shit. Nice.
So, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a toy for that.
I love that scene.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I love the fact that Billy's mom is actually kicking ass.
Oh yeah, she's not.
I mean, she's taking these fucking things out left, right, and center.
She, is a little bit afraid of them, but is not terrified of them. She can.
Yeah.
She's able to act upon, defending herself from.
Yeah.
This is happening in a kitchen, guys. For they haven't seen
it.
And she was doing a little baking of gingerbread men for Christmas.
Yeah, a little Christmas baking, yeah.
And she gets one of them in like a Cuisinart type thing, blender.
Yeah, yeah.
She knocks one into the microwave and nukes it till it explodes, which is hilarious and
very satisfying.
Very satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knifes. She gets one with a knife and like stabs the shit out of it.
She does.
This is when they go bad, right? Because it's the cute little mogwai, and then for those who haven't seen it, don't get them wet because that makes them reproduce. They shoot little fur pellets out of their body and reproduce.
This is a movie that I remember the Mad Magazine parody very well.
Yeah.
So like my familiarity with the plot of this movie, all from Mad.
Don't feed them after midnight because, well, that makes them bad.
Yeah,
but
turns them evil.
He accidentally feeds them after midnight. Why, Joe?
Well, because one of them, who's mischievous even in his Mogwai form, unplugs his clock.
He eats through the wiring.
Eats through the wire.
And so I'm like,
the wiring of the clock.
Okay, so is that one already evil?
He was already evil. He's like, oh, look at this. The striped one is their leader, and they're not the same as Gizmo.
Right. So like when Gizmo, innocent, sweet, cute Gizmo reproduces, it's already a bad batch.
Right.
But they haven't gone full like tiny alien. Get away from her, you bitch, kind of stuff. They haven't. But when they get fed after midnight in their feeding frenzy, they do. Now, Gizmo was offered some chicken after midnight, and he politely turned it down.
That's right.
As though he knows what will happen or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He's a very well-trained Mogwai.
And then we learned about the bright light.
Right.
As that is the mechanism used to kill them, the bad ones, at the end, right?
In the climax, yeah.
But in between, they keep reproducing, right?
Right. They there's a scene where they escape from they escape from his house, the evil ones, and the stripe one. The stripe is in the lab at the science lab at school, where the science teacher is trying to figure out what's going on with it, and that one escapes, and then they all meet up at the Y. And as soon as you see that YMCA sign, you're like, "Oh, swimming pool."
And then it's utter chaos.
It's utter chaos
as they reproduce, feed.
Yeah,
and then they take over the town to some extent, and
which is a really kind of a delightful sequence,
including completely selling out, in quotes, a movie theater.
Yeah. Which is showing Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, which then leads to a very funny scene where they're all singing along with, it's Hi Ho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all singing along to the Seven Dwarves.
It's interesting to me that whatever creatures these are seem to be around the level of intelligence of a human and are able to speak a little bit and are able to dress themselves like humans, which puzzling.
Brings out a number of funny sight gags.
Tons of them. With all the dressing up. Where are they getting gremlin-sized clothes, I ask myself.
I mean, I don't know. There's Cabbage Patch dolls in this world, probably. So there's still some Cabbage Patch clothes. Can I real quick talk about the parents in this?
Let's do it.
I really thought this was a well done portrayal of horror movie parents, because they actually you can tell the relationship they have. You tell how the mom, so the dad is a failed inventor,
a terrible, comically terrible inventor.
Yeah, but a great guy,
absolutely.
And the mom clearly adores him enough to put up with
these terrible failed inventions.
Yeah,
uses them in her kitchen.
Right. Yeah. But there's a lot of love between the two of them. I love how their relationship is portrayed, and they're very endearing.
Yeah, and we know the mom from several movies in the 80s.
That's right, including Footloose, where she played a mom.
That's right, and some other. Well, it'll occur to me later where I know her from, but she's been in a bunch of 80s movies as the mom, which is
right. And the dad is Hoyt Axton, who, if you were around in the early 80s, was he was a singer, right? He had a country music career.
Right. That name sounds familiar, but not being a country guy.
Right. No, same.
But yeah, I believe he was a guitarist.
Something like that. He had a career outside of acting. Could have been writing. Could have been music. I don't remember. But he was
like it was
he's
a
very
70s
charming
career.
kind of guy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might have written part of Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog.
Oh shit!
Or that line from Joy to the World by Three Dog Night.
Okay.
I think he was a part co-author on that song. So that might be the most famous thing he was known for, other than, I don't know how he became this actor on this, but he definitely looked familiar. I'm like, other than seeing him in this, I've seen him somewhere else. Maybe it was Hee-Haw or something, you know?
He did a bunch of character parts.
Yeah.
You know, playing this kind of, easygoing, charming guy.
Yeah, and so fun relationship. I mean, the whole reason this film happens is because he buys the Mogwai for his kid. He wants to get him something different for Christmas that year, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, what other things did you want to mention about this before we hit the pillars? I know we've got one.
Yeah.
Well, first of all the effects on this are practical effects, animatronic puppets, and pretty top-notch work with these, especially in scenes where there might be 100 of them, right?
Yeah, like the movie theater or the bar.
The full force of the amount of puppeteers you would need, a legion of puppeteers to make this happen, you know?
That's right.
And these scenes are super chaotic. And if you rewind and watch them, there's something new to notice on every rewind and rewatch of that movie theater scene, for instance.
That's right.
There's just total chaos going on there with these things.
Yeah, it's that kind of anarchy, that fun anarchy in a lot of these scenes. Like the scene in the bar. There, because Phoebe Cates' character has a second job where she works in the bank with Billy, but she also works in a bar,
right?
And there's a scene where when the Gremlins are taking over the town, where they're forcing her to just pour them drink after drink after drink, and they're drunkenly singing, they're smoking, they're playing on the jukebox. It's a pretty fun scene.
Yeah, totally, and. If you stop and think, how did they make that? It's they had to have some talent back there. So the other thing I had was about the rating. Do you know about the rating? Did this come across in any of your?
No.
This was a PG film. Okay.
Yeah.
After a lot of complaints from parents that took their 10-year-olds to see it, thinking it was going to be a Muppet style film, or this film, in conjunction with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom,
right?
The two of them kind of hitting around that same time and getting the same kind of complaints,
right?
Caused Steven Spielberg to call the MPAA, the Motion Picture Association of America, and suggest the PG-13 rating. So neither of these was rated PG-13.
But they made it happen.
They caused PG-13 to happen. So
got it.
They're both from this same summer, both those films and that. So anyway, that's kind of what I had to discuss before we hit the pillars.
Right.
Anything else for you?
I don't think so. I think I'm ready to go.
All right, buddy. Let's hit the cast. Hit me with the Gremlins cast. What do you got?
All right, so we're starting off with our lead, Zach Galligan. And if you're like, who?
Who the hell is Zach Galligan?
He was in the Gremlin movies. That's pretty much it. He didn't do a ton beyond this. Ms. Phoebe Cates, who we last saw in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The aforementioned Hoyt Axton. Judge Reinhold, who we also saw in Fast Times and Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
The great Polly Holliday plays the mean rich woman in town who everyone resents because she drives up their rent, and then who is one of the early victims of the Gremlins in a very satisfying scene. Polly Holliday, you might know as Flo from TV's Alice.
Kiss My
and
Grits.
the spinoff Flo.
This character and the things that she would say and do, all super mean, and it felt to me like they were casting her because also the Christmas theme going on here.
Yeah,
it felt like they were
Potter.
Making her Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful
Absolutely,
Life.
they absolutely were. And and as a matter of fact, there's a scene where It's a Wonderful Life plays in the background of this movie. It was a very, very direct comparison, I feel like.
And it feels like they were trying to make this town seem like Bedford Falls.
And it has that feel like the early, everyone knows everyone's name.
Yeah,
it's a lovely, like picturesque small town. That's where when Gene Siskel talked about Norman Rockwell, it is that kind of town until the Gremlins come.
Okay, so sorry,
we have
Holiday,
Frances
Judge
Lee
Reinhold.
McCain.
Who's that now?
Sorry, go ahead.
Frances who?
Frances Lee McCain was the actress that played the mom.
Oh yeah, right.
Glenn Turman played the science teacher. Now, Glenn Turman has had a long and awesome career as a character actor. You know what? Look up Glenn Turman. You have seen him in 10 million things. Also in this movie was Jonathan Banks, who we last saw in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes,
and who also had a
very young Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, very young. Yeah, he plays a cop in this. Howie Mandel,
we also saw him
the
in
voice of
48 Hours.
Gizmo.
Wait, Howie Mandel? Oh, he's the voice. Got it.
The voice of Gizmo. Yeah.
I just remembered where we know Frances McCain from.
Yeah.
She's in Back to the Future. She's
that's right. She's his grandma.
His grandmother, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
When they go back.
Thank you.
Because I'm like, that face, that voice.
Yeah.
Who the hell is John F. Kennedy? It's that scene,
That right. That's right. Also in this movie, doing voices of some of the Gremlins was Michael Winslow.
Oh shit! Of fucking Police Academy fame.
Yeah, Police Academy fame. Yes.
Oh wow!
And then two very prominent people doing cameos. Mr. Steven Spielberg had a cameo as Man in Electric Wheelchair.
Awesome.
And then Jerry Goldsmith as Man in Phone Booth Glancing at Camera. That's his character name.
And that
Man
is
in Phone Booth Glancing at Camera.
The man who scored the film.
That's right, which we'll get to in our next pillar.
And did you say Corey Feldman yet?
Oh, fuck. No, I left Corey Feldman out because I hate Corey Feldman.
But nonetheless, very
Corey
80s actor.
This is like an early Corey. This is like
super young Corey Feldman. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very young.
And then this was written by Chris Columbus.
Oh, shit.
His first screenplay that got produced, he later would write The Goonies and direct Home Alone and a couple of Harry Potter films. This guy is from Ohio and went to John F. Kennedy High School in Warren.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so shout out to
Chris
Jennifer,
Columbus.
one of our friends who went to that high school and told me that.
Okay.
Little
Nice.
toy. Yeah, so anyway, that's a pretty... The cast is big enough, even though the lead, Zach Galligan, is known for nothing else. Phoebe Cates, Polly Holliday, Judge Reinhold, Corey Feldman, Spielberg himself being in the film. And
Michael Winslow,
Winslow and Howie Mandel. I had this. You gave me a couple I didn't know about.
Yeah.
I had this at around a 5.5, 6. I'm going to put it up to a 7 because of all the bit players.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if it deserves it, but God damn it. What are you going
I have this at a 6.
All right. That's pretty good.
I'm going to hold fast there.
Hold and stay. All right.
Above average because you've got Phoebe Cates and Judge Reinhold. You got Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
Pretty 80s.
Pretty goddamn 80s. I'm not going in the danger zone with it. I'm keeping it in the yellow.
Definitely not.
Yeah. All right. Tell me a person's name that I know from Porky's. There's one.
There are 3 people you might.
Yeah.
4 people you might know.
Go ahead.
Kim Cattrall. You know Kim Cattrall.
I know her. That's one.
From Mannequin. Alex Karras. You know Alex Karras.
Yes, that is the second one I know. I know one other one.
So it's one of these two. Is it Susan Clark?
It is Susan Clark.
There you go. Because they played husband and wife on TV's Webster. Fuck. And then you might also know Boyd Gaines. Boyd Gaines, who played the younger coach, the guy that has the scene with Kim Cattrall.
Oh, okay. What would I know him from?
Making all the noise. He did a lot of TV in the 80s.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him. But
yeah,
the main cast: Pee-wee.
Oh, the main cast. You don't know the main cast.
Dan Monahan as Pee-wee. Mark Harrier as Billy. I don't know which one that is. Wyatt Knight as Tommy. Again, I don't know. Roger Wilson as Mickey. Hey, there was a Mickey.
There was a Mickey.
I don't even have the information on who Meat was.
Tony Ganios.
Yeah, so these are not household names.
They are not.
Joe, because of the Alex Karras as Sheriff Wallace and Susan Clark as Cherry Forever, and the presence of Kim Cattrall, we should mention Nancy Parsons as Ms. Ballbricker.
Ballbricker, sorry, yep.
Anyway, because of the aforementioned Cattrall, Karras, and Clark, I let this creep up to a 2 for me.
Ooh. Okay, I gave it a 1. I'll be honest, if not for Kim Cattrall, it would have been a 0, and if not for Alex Karras and Susan Clark and Boyd Gaines, it would have been a -5.
Oh, wow. All right.
But can I tell you something about Dan Monahan?
Oh, yeah. If you know anything about him, what is it?
Well, here's what I know. Because Bob Clark, who directed this, also directed A Christmas Story and also directed the sequel to A Christmas Story, My Summer Story, which I have mentioned I was an extra in in college. Dan Monahan at that time, and it's possible that I'm misremembering, but I'm not, was acting as Bob Clark's personal assistant. That's how well his
career went.
His acting career had gone. Is that I remember him being on set, and he was Bob Clark's personal assistant
because he knew him from this film.
Because he was a loyal Bob Clark guy.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Did you have an interaction with Pee-wee?
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right. My friend Mark, who was also an extra in this, he worked at an extra agency in Cleveland at the time. He got me the job, and he might have had some interaction with Dan Monahan.
Oh,
but I definitely did not.
Well, there you go. A 2 and a 1 for the cast. Ouch. After a 7 and 6 for the other team. It's gonna take something big to pull Porky's out of this tailspin.
Maybe it's soundtrack, Keith. Maybe it's soundtrack.
Maybe it'll be the soundtrack. Well, for Gremlins, Joe, I have some of this stuff.
All right.
I mentioned that it's a movie that takes place around Christmas.
That's right.
And so we have songs like Darlene Loves Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home. You might know this song.
Stone Cold classic.
So, that's not exactly 80s.
Not at all.
There's
It's awesome, but it's not 80s.
a Johnny Mathis, Do You Hear What I Hear? Yeah, I don't think so. There's a bunch of Jerry Goldsmith music, but it is pretty 80s sounding.
That's pretty 80s.
Right?
That man in phone booth glancing at camera knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it's like, this is Gizmo's new song. All right, and so
hijinks. That's real hijinks.
That's a hijinks. But the thing that might give this a little bit of 80s cred, Joe.
Yeah.
Now these songs don't exist on Spotify, but I went out and found that there are 3 songs by popular artists.
So we have, by 80s act Quarter Flash, there's a song called Make It Shine.
And it sounds a little bit like this. I'm going to jump ahead into it. So,
that's Quarter Flash.
Yeah, there's some 80s vibes in that.
Definitely. It gets a little 80s with the second song.
Which is
Out Out by Peter Gabriel.
I was able to find a little snippet of this.
That's fucking 80s.
Yeah, let me jump ahead then. Anyway, there you go. So there's that. And then finally, Joe, what have you got?
Finally, the song written for this movie, it's by Michael Sembello, Keith, and it's called Gremlins, Mega Madness.
Here's a little snippet of it. This one, I'm going to let play for a minute because this is crazy amounts of 80s. Here we go. Here it comes. All right, there you go. That is Gremlins Mega Madness. So, Joe.
Yeah.
The Christmas standards, no. The score, a little synthy. There's some fun synth play there. But then these 3 songs give it a little bit of credit. I'm not going to put this anywhere near the danger zone, but I gave this like a 4.5.
Okay. I gave this a 5 initially, but man, after hearing Gremlins Mega Madness, because I couldn't pick it out of the movie, I didn't hear it in the movie, but listening to it just now, I bumped this up to a 7.
Nice.
Look, I mean, these are none of these are songs that we know. There's no 80s hits in here, but we do know Quarter Flash, we know Peter Gabriel, we do know Michael Sembello.
Oh yeah,
and all 3 of those songs are real 80s. So I'm going 7.
That's fair. I went basically 1 point for each of those songs and 1 point for the synth score. But I also see what you're seeing. Now, Joe, let's look at the Porky's soundtrack briefly. And here's what I've got.
Okay.
I've got a song called Married Woman by Frankie Lee Sims.
Great. Super.
I can't seem to find any words.
I wouldn't worry about it.
A little girl and all my time.
All right. Next, I've got Mockingbird Hill by Patti Page.
And kisses the roses.
Next, I've got...
Are you sure that isn't Susie Sue?
Next, I've got Maybelline by Chuck Berry.
Maybelline, why can't you be true?
You mean Prince?
And then Shaboom, Life Could Be a Dream by the Crew Cuts, which we all know this song, but
Or maybe Devo.
or maybe what?
Maybe it's Devo.
So very 80s, Joe, that I was motivated to crank them all the way up.
0.0.
No charting songs. It's all period piece rock and roll from the early 50s. I got nothing. Joe?
No, same, dude. There is nothing 80s about the soundtrack of this movie.
Couple of 0.0s. All right.
Nothing.
Let's move on to the art design. Joe,
All right.
Gremlins takes place in Kingston Falls, which we said they're trying to do a Bedford Falls. They even put the falls in there.
Right.
For me, this feels like an Amblin Entertainment small town vibe. There's something about the color. There's something about the vibe, the way everyone knows each other. I don't know. It just gave me. I've now seen enough Amblin Entertainment films where they're trying to set up that kind of community that it has that feel to it to me. But what else do you have? We've got puppets.
We got puppets. The
cast.
quality of the puppetry was very 80s. It was very, post Muppets,
And post or pre Dark Crystal probably, but
right, yeah.
But post Muppets, and then it's practical effects. There are no CGI effects in the film, right? So that kind of has an 80s vibe to it. The cast members, they're not decked out in neon. Okay,
Again, it's not egregious, but it is very of 1984. The suits that the three characters who work at the bank wear, Judge Reinhold, Phoebe Cates, and Zach Galligan.
Yeah,
Galligan. Wear to their work clothes, their home clothes. They're very 80s. Phoebe Cates' hair is very 80s. The sets in this town look like particularly like the inventions. Right? Look like early 80s kind of appliances.
Right. And there's cars in there, and it doesn't feel like the 60s, or it doesn't feel like a 70s hangover at all.
None
to me,
at all.
Right?
Yeah.
And
There is one scene, you talked about the Gremlins finding clothes. There's a scene where there's a gremlin in workout gear, which included leg warmers. So
yes, totally.
Got that.
So again, this one was not the most 80s. I didn't put it in the danger zone, but I left it on the doorstep of the danger zone with a 7 for the art design and sets and wardrobe.
I gave this a 6.
Pretty fair. Yeah, fair assessment. We're right next door to each other.
Yep.
All right, Joe, Porky's. Well, we've got 1954 Florida Panhandle for the setting.
Yep.
We've got a 1950s period wardrobe.
Right.
We have 1950s cars.
Yeah. There might be some hair here and there that is maybe vaguely 80s, but not really.
In trying to be 50s, like in as much as 80s hair echoed 50s hair, I guess.
Yeah. It's a bunch of, some of these guys, their hair was receding noticeably. These were definitely 30-year-olds playing high school.
Yeah. So Joe, where did you slot Porky's for art
Why don't
design?
you go ahead and just play that?
0.0.
That's right.
I also gave this a 0 for 80s-ness of the art design. It's just,
there you go.
It's not anywhere nearby the 80s.
No.
It's 30 years shy of being in the 80s, and that happens. I gave zeros to Amadeus for looking like the 80s. Or I might have even given that a 1 because of the pink hair. Anyway.
I think I did the same, yeah.
But this, there's nothing there.
No, there's nothing.
All right, Joe. Well, we're up to quotability.
Okay. Maybe this is the one where Porky's come storming back.
This is probably it.
Yeah.
So, for Gremlins, Joe, all I had for something that anyone quoted or talked about outside of the film, and this isn't a knock on the film. Dialogue-wise, all I had were the 3 rules.
Yep, that's all I have too.
And so I was wavering on, and I'm not going to play them again. You've already heard them,
We've heard them, Keith.
So I don't know. What did you decide to do with this?
I gave it a 1.
All right.
Because we do have the 3 rules. Even if you're not quoting them exactly, people knew the 3 rules.
All right. Well, I had it as a 2. I'm going to reduce it to a 1.5.
All right.
For the 3 rules, like half a point per rule.
Yep.
It's not a quotable film. Maybe it's because I haven't seen it enough.
Maybe.
Anyone want to drop a comment in about a great, quote that we missed?
I mean,
if you want to quote things that Gizmo says, maybe those are quotes.
No. But Phoebe Cates' monologue about her dad dying on Christmas.
Did you ever quote that? What's that?
I mean, I never quoted it, but I knew about it.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember it until I saw it again. I was like, oh yeah. So if you want to raise your score a point or two,
I don't, Keith.
I don't think it's going to matter a ton. But let us know if you guys who have seen this a bunch.
Yeah, are there lines you love?
Have some quotes because we'd love to hear it. Meanwhile, Joe, now it's time for Porky's big comeback.
All right, get ready for this. Here's all the quotes I have from Porky's.
0.0.
Yeah, that's it. There's fucking nothing.
I wrote, the film is memorable for situations that it creates, but then not really the dialogue that is used in those situations. Like, you remember there was a shower scene.
Yeah.
You might remember them saying ball bricker. You might remember them saying she's coming for it or going for it or whatever they say.
Yeah, I think I remember the neon sign, but that's not dialogue.
Yeah, right. That would be more of an iconic prop if you really remember it well.
Yeah, but...
So I had nothing. Guys, girls, if you've seen Porky's a lot and you want to rate this high on quotability, tell us why. We'll listen.
Yeah, make your case.
All right.
We'll laugh at
This is it. The last chance for Porky's to come back.
All right.
Cultural relevance, Joe. What do you got in the column for Gremlins?
They had a couple of sequels, right? Or they had one big sequel, which was Gremlins 2, The New Batch, was also a big hit. They had a serial, Keith. Now,
That's true.
I have sung this jingle before on this program, but I'm going to sing it right now.
Okay.
It goes like this. Gremlins, gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy your gremlin appetite.
Yes! I should have pulled that.
That's fucking staying power.
I should have pulled that. I forgot about the cereal.
That's all right.
Joe, you know what you're doing? You're making me go add a point just for the cereal.
Fuck yeah.
I have the note to remember this caused PG-13 to happen.
There you go.
I feel like, my opinion anyway, Gizmo was one of the decades defining like inanimate or, like pop culture animals or mascots or something like that,
E.T., Gizmo, the fucking furry guys from Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. I feel like the 3 Mogwai rules entered the cultural, zeitgeist or whatever. Everybody kind of knew those. Even if you hadn't seen the film, your friends said them and you knew them.
Right.
And then I feel like this dark comedy, it's not really horror for me, but it's horror adjacent.
Yeah.
It's like taking horror and comedy and mixing them together
into a pleasing melange.
It's one of the kind of opening, we've talked about Friday the 13th. We've seen Halloween.
Yeah.
Those aren't funny.
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, there's not a lot of a comedy in those things, right? And after you have this, then you have things like Evil Dead 2 that's fucking hilarious. Its soundtrack kicks fucking ass. Anyway, you've got it kind of also directly brought on copycats of Critters and Ghoulies.
Yes, it did.
And other horror comedies kind of followed its template. And so for these reasons and its massive success at the box office, I gave this a 7. I gave it a 7 for relevance. And now the cereal. I had a 6. I made it a 7 because of the cereal. What do you got?
I gave it a 7 as well. It's exactly what I had.
All right.
Now,
I think Porky's will finally get a non-zero number. At least
let's
it will
talk about the Porky's cereal.
And Porky Pig came from this movie, right? No, I'm kidding.
The cereal was shaped like penises.
This gets a lot of credit for launching the teen sex comedy wave of the 80s that gave us Fast Times, that gave us Risky Business, Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
So it's done that.
This movie spawned 2 sequels, Keith.
2?
And a 2009 reboot.
And a reboot. So 3 more movies came out of this franchise.
We had Porky's 2 the next day. We had Porky's Revenge. And then in 2009, God help us, they did Pimpin' Pee-wee.
Wow.
Or something like that. Which was Porky's, but inexplicably set in 2009.
Yikes.
And not the 50s. It was very confusing.
But, okay, so it was relevant enough to make 3 more films in this franchise. Yeah. This is kind of a toyed, but also relevant. This is at the time of its release, was the most profitable Canadian film ever made.
Wow.
And again, this doesn't factor in, but it's so bewildering how you could make Porky's and then make A Christmas Story. It's anyway.
Yeah.
All right. What number did you give Porky's for cultural relevance?
You know, based on the sequels and based on the fact that, again, I vividly remember this playing for seemingly forever.
And we all know that locker room scene, even if we didn't see the movie somehow.
That's it. I gave this a 7 as well.
Okay, I fell short. I gave it a 6.
Okay.
Just a little above average.
Okay.
All right, Joe. Well, that's going to clean up the pillars. Any bonus alerts? I gave Porky's a +1 for the peephole trope, which it helped start.
I gave Porky's nothing, Keith.
I gave
nothing.
Gizmo a +1 for being an iconic creature.
I gave Gremlins a +1 for the movie in a movie trope, like people going to see a movie in a movie.
Oh, that's good.
So I did give credit for that.
I don't know if it even matters to go to the booth rule because it seems like a blowout for both of us. Yeah. Which one do you think would be more different if made today?
Well, I mean, Gremlins, you got to imagine there'd be a lot of CG effects,
right? If Porky's was still set in the 50s, you'd still have to take out the racism and the anti-Semitism, and put in more nudity.
Or is this a perfect movie for Trump's America, Keith?
Oh, jeez. Something in me said Gremlins would be more different if we did it now.
I think so. I don't you think Donald Trump would love this movie?
Porky's or Gremlins?
Porky's.
Oh, I'm sure he loved it.
No, hey, Gremlins, the rich person gets killed gruesomely. He would hate that. But Porky's, this is a Trump style movie.
Did we say, by the way, that the rich person is killed by being jettisoned off of a stair lift?
I don't think we went into details, but god damn it, that's
like
good.
Shot around a curved staircase and right out a second-story window and into the street.
Right.
It's
a good death.
There's no way. Yeah, there were a few deaths that were shown on screen, essentially. Right. And I don't know what the total body count was. Anyway, Joe. Are you ready to render a verdict?
Keith, I am more than ready to render a verdict.
All right, let's do it.
Wait a minute, you can't get away with this. Oh, no, I'm afraid I can. You see, only the president of the Greek Council can call a vote. That's completely unfair. This is bullshit. Meeting adjourned. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, well, 7 seed Gremlins is our favorite this week, and that is an odd number. I will go first. Joe, it's more than just the 24-7 score. It's just, I mean, Porky's is as much as I disliked it. If it were an 80s movie, it would get some points. I'd have to consider it. It's a fucking 50s movie. There's nothing goddamn 80s about it.
Nope.
Gremlins all the way for this one.
Okay. My point differential is 28-8. And also, fuck Porky's. I'm going with Gremlins.
There you go. Well, I think that's going to be a walkover, probably. And I'm curious if Gremlins will have the staying power, to take on the winner of next week's matchup. Because next time on the 80sist, it is the final Red Dawn matchup. 2 seed, the Karate Kid, versus 15 seed, an officer and a gentleman. So if you go by the numbers, it would be Karate Kid versus Gremlins in the second round.
That might be tough.
I don't know if I like Gremlins' chances next round, but I like them this time around. So there you go.
Same. Keith, at the end of each show, we've been playing a quote from an 80s movie.
Yep.
If you, listener, hear the quote and know the quote and go to our comments and name the movie and the character if you can without looking it up.
Yeah.
Guess what? You win.
Yeah.
And this week, the last week we played this quote.
Visit to a military facility?
Yes.
Fine. May I start by saying how thrilled we are to have you here. We are such fans of your music and all of your records.
That's right.
I'm not speaking of yours personally, but the whole genre, the rock and roll, and so many of the exciting things that are happening in music today. And let me explain a bit about what's going on. This is our monthly At Ease weekend. It gives us a chance to kind of let down our hair, although I see you all have a head start on it. These haircuts wouldn't pass military muster, believe me. Although I shouldn't talk. My hair's getting a little shaggy, too. Better not get too close to you. They'll think I'm part of the band. I'm joking, of course. Shall we go in and I'll show you around?
So you may recognize the master, Fred Willard.
I love Fred Willard so much, dude.
Fred Willard's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
That was, of course, a scene from Spinal Tap. And Denny Mayer knew that and said that and won. I really did. I searched for, I'm like, what's something that's not going to be completely obvious
Super
the
obvious.
first second you hear it?
Like if any of the band members are talking, you get it in 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So that was, we may have given him a little much with 35 seconds of dialogue.
But God damn it, it's good.
Yeah. I forgot to have you listen to this week's quote. So I guess you can't really say if you know
it's a puzzler, Keith.
Yeah. But I'm going to take your line since I just did everything out of order. To be able to vote for your favorite movie, though, make sure you sign up with us at our Substack, the80sest.substack.com. Does that cost anything, Joe?
No, Keith, it's free, and it always will be.
I thought so. Who would pay for this, honestly?
Fucking nobody.
Fucking nobody. All right. Well, after the show ends, I'm going to give you a moment to say out loud after the quote whether you knew it or not. Don't say what it is, obviously. All right.
I look forward to that.
That's going to be good times. Oh, man. Well, that is going to be all the time we have for today's show. In Cleveland, this is Keith Marsteller, and until we meet again, be excellent to each other.
And in Seattle, Washington, this is Joe Walk. Thanks for listening. Tune in again next week because we'll be back.
She don't look normal. She don't fly normal. Cause she ain't normal.
Joe, do you know that one?
I do not know that one, Keith.
All right. Let's see if somebody else does.